Welcome.
You son of a bitch.
Oh God.
You fuck.
We're gonna have this happen like every time we do a recording session.
You son of a bitch. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thumbfuckers. Fuck this asshole.
Yeah, you're supposed to do the intro. I'm sorry.
Bitch.
I'm
Anyway.
so used to me doing it though. It's such
This
a
is
recent
this is
decision.
my one thing, okay? This is my one thing.
This is my one thing I do on the channel.
So, welcome back to Thick Adventures
Wake up and
of
kick.
Egon of the Cream. What the fuck were we doing last time?
Oh fuck!
It's been a while.
It's been a while because of scheduling.
And other recordings in between.
Yes.
Um, so, I have...
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I was going through puberty. It's been a while
Purity.
since my nugs have dropped balls. I don't remember that song very well.
Clearly.
I don't know. I haven't heard
Fuck
it in a
you,
long
race
time.
car man.
God damn it! People driving by like they own the place.
You should probably get some more endurance. Just so we can not run out of stamina in 3 seconds.
Yes.
So, there's a topic for this next couple series of episodes. I'm gonna bitch about Dark Souls PvP.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover all of the games in the series and not just this one specifically, even though this is the one that I kind of hate the most.
You hate this game the most?
I hate the PvP in this game the most, which is what I usually stick around in these games for, so probably yes.
Ah, okay.
I did say...
The Crystal Sage.
let's go to Farron. It's a poison swamp with slugs.
Did that say Crucifix Woods?
Crucifixion, but yes.
Crucifixion?
So, Brandon, you know nothing of PvP in these games.
No.
Dick all. You haven't even been able to see it because we always have to play offline because it never fucking connects because your internet.
Sucks.
So, the basis of the entire game series of PvP, which has stayed pretty much the same outside of a few minor changes since the very first one, Demon Souls, back in the day, is you can be an invader. Ow, crab. You can be an invader, you force your way into somebody else's game with the intent of killing them to gain souls, items to make yourself human, basically, and Covenant items in the Souls series and Bloodborne. It wasn't in Demon Souls because there weren't actually Covenants. But that's the basis, like, you try to enter somebody else's game and kill them to get stuff. That's been an integral part of the series, considering it's been in, 5 games.
I try to play this game where I try to enter into someone.
And you fail horribly, and then just have to be sad about yourself.
I mean, I'm talking about a consenting game.
No, well, this is death. Yep, because...
Quit game.
Yeah. Fucking the NPC invader kept me from quitting out to not die from that.
Oh.
But basically, that's the premise. So, in Dark Souls 1, you had... do we have that item? No, we do not have it yet. You had what was called the Red Eye Orb. And that let you invade people's worlds as much as you want. Like, there was no restriction on it. You could use that over and over and over again. And you use it in an area. If there's anybody in that area who is human, because in Dark Souls 1 it was human instead of embered, you will be connected into their game, you will show up as a red phantom, and it will be your job to try and kill the other person. Simple. In Dark Souls 2, they took out the Red Eye Orb. In its full form, you only had cracked Red Eye Orbs, which are a one-time use. Which means you use it once and then it goes away. Fuck.
Your head was completely like,
in his ass, yes.
Full insertion.
Usually he runs at you and does an attack and then flings himself into the pit, but he's coming at the ladder for some reason, I don't know. But you go into the person's world, you invade, you try and kill them. If you win, you get a humanity and you get some souls, and then you go back to your world and you do it again. Covenants, etc., etc. In Dark Souls 2, they had the broken orbs, which was one-time use. You win, you lose, it goes away. You have to farm them and get more.
Mm-hmm.
They also had a blue eye orb in Dark Souls 1 for the police covenant, the Dark Moon Blades, who go and invade invaders to kill them because they're being assholes. In Dark Souls 2, they also took away the full blue eye orb and only gave you cracked ones that you had to farm. Now, Dark Souls 3 is where shit gets stupid and annoying. Because Dark Souls 3, you have the full red eye orb back, so you can invade over and over and over again, but there's also the cracked eye orbs, which serve basically no purpose at that point. Can you please... There we go.
Could you please just die?
Yeah.
There. Thank you.
But
I can live now.
the
Now
cracked...
that you're dead.
The cracked orbs serve basically no purpose in 3 because you get a full orb fairly easily, because you don't even have to actually kill anybody to get it. You can literally go to the area where we went to get this ring, and there's a covenant item for the people that give you the red eye orb, and then as soon as you pick that up, you go back and talk to the guy, he gives you the key, you get the orb. So you don't even have to invade to kill anybody to get the orb in this one. But cracked orbs worth nothing. The problem with invasions in this game specifically is the fact that, well, basically every fucking thing is stacked against the invader. Let's give some examples. You have 30% less HP than the host does at all times. Like, the HP I have right now is the HP I would have when I'm invading instead of the HP I get when I use an Ember.
Mm-hmm.
That extra little bit. The host gets that, you do not. Fair, okay? You have less HP, you're not supposed to be more powerful, like shit-stomping the host kind of thing. That's alright. The next fact, you get half the Estus the host gets. So I have 6 right now. If I invade, I get 3. And that also counts for these, so I would only have 1 of those. Then, on top of that, the game actually has a system in place that prioritizes you to invade into worlds where the host has summoned friends. Which means you will always be in at least a 2-on-1, if not up to a 4-on-1.
That sounds something that I've looked up on Pornhub before.
Well, that's about what it is, because you're getting fucked shitless.
Oh, can I tell a story really quickly?
Go ahead.
Short one?
Because this is going to go on for multiple episodes.
I imagine. The other night, well, for the 4th of July...
You were looking at porn?
Well, not this time of the night. Basically, like, we were playing Cards Against Humanity with a couple friends. One of our friends, she brought her kids, and...
The part you didn't invite me to.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go on. I hate these enemies, by the way.
They look ugly. You should fuck their mom.
Well, the thing with these guys is they, like, don't obey the laws of physics. So, like, he can just jump straight up into the air, avoid your attack, do, like, 90% of your health, and then immediately do that again before you can do anything. Also,
Nice.
that run is a grab, where he jumps up and face fucks you, and then gets more powerful. I'm not joking. That's actually what happens.
All right.
Go ahead.
That night, we were playing, and one of our kids who played with us, he's 16.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. So basically, like, some of the words I had to explain to him. He was sitting right next to me, and even at one time, I had to explain bukkake.
Oh, God.
And then, like...
How did his mom feel about that?
She was fine with it.
Okay.
Evidently, he's played before. So so at one point, he shows me a card, and he's like, I'm sure this is dirty. And the card is becoming marginalized.
Okay.
And I was like, no, like, that's not dirty. Like, and I explained to him what it meant, and he was like, oh, I thought I meant becoming butter or something.
How's that dirty?
I don't know. Like, I thought he might have had different thoughts about it.
Ow, slug fuck.
This looks like a slug fight. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Anyway, go on.
That was pretty much it.
Oh,
Like,
that's okay.
he didn't know what marginalized was, and
He thought it meant becoming butter.
well, I don't think he wanted to actually say the real meaning that
Oh.
he thought it was, because his mom was right across the table. But
Well, shout out to that kid for making a joke about butter.
butter.
Alright, so...
But yeah, he just thought it was dirty,
Yes.
and I had to explain to him
But, where was I?
because I'm a good uncle.
Oh, wait, that was your nephew?
No, but you know, my friend's kid.
Oh, yeah. So I was... Right, I was talking about how you're always going to be at least in a 2-on-1 or up to 4-on-1 situation. Thing is, all of the host phantoms, all of his friends that he can summon in, they also get the same amount of Estus as you do, which means you have to be able to kill up to 4 people who have the same or twice as many heals as you do. On top of that, anytime an invader dies in a host game, the host gets 2 Estus back, and the phantoms all get 1. Which means if somebody else invades to try and help you, and they get shit stomped, then they just fed the other guys and gave them more healing.
Damn, bro.
Yep. On top of that, there is an item you can get basically every time you get invaded that's called a Seed of a Tree of Giants. If you use that, the NPC enemies in the area become hostile towards the invader.
This kind of like reminds me of that game where there's a scenario, but there's a consequence.
Like what is it? There's like a theory with like people tied on the train track, you have to turn the lever one way or the other kind of thing.
Well, more like you receive $1 billion,
Oh, like...
but you have to spend it in 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just imagine it like you get twice as much health, but you have to have this dildo up your ass the whole fight.
Well, see, I'm not the one getting the health. It's the host that does.
Yeah, but the host gets that same health, but he doesn't have to take a dildo up the ass.
Yeah. He gets all the benefits and I get the dildo.
Yeah, basically.
And see, the other thing is, whenever a host kills a invader, they get 15% of the souls they need to level up. So, I need 7,018 to level up right now. If I invade somebody and they kill me, they get 15% of that. If I invade and kill a host, I get 4%.
Aww.
I don't even get half. I get a fraction of what they get, and I have to kill up to 4 people, or up to more than 4 people, because when you kill a summon...
Heal.
I know, but I have to dodge first. When you kill a summon, they only recently put in a factor that keeps the host from being able to just immediately run back and resummon that person, but the thing only works for like maybe a minute and a half at best.
Okay. So basically there's a pay gap in the game.
No, because you don't have to pay anything to summon people, you just have to be human.
No. For getting 15% of their souls, and then you only getting about 4%.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to kill people to get souls, I mean, but you don't really invade for the souls. Oh god, I'm dead. Button mash. Oh, did I? I'm alive!
Oh, barely. Like,
1 HP. Okay. If you button mash, you can get out of grabs.
but that's bullshit. Like, you mash the fuck
I
out
know.
of that. And
If I didn't do it, I would have died. Like, I survived that by literally like 3 HP because of how much I mashed. I broke his leg off.
Sweet.
And now I wait for him to fall over, and I can shove my cleaver into his face.
Is this supposed to be all glitchy?
Kind of. I mean, they didn't code his textures very well. Oh, I'm dead. Not dead. Dead.
Am I dead? No! Ah!
Yeah, because I've been putting so many points into strength to be able to use the weapon and the equip weight, I don't have a lot of health.
Nice. Anyway, on that note, thank you for
is it
watching.
dark? Shit!
I know, time flies when you bitch. Time
Oh,
flies whenever you serve up a hot heaping helping of bitcharoni.
yep. Well,